Hi, angels. Welcome to the Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel, and today I'm bringing you another pick a card reading. And today's topic is, what are you known for? So when people think about you, when they talk about you, what are you known for? What's your reputation? And I do have to say, today's energy is good, but it's definitely unique and maybe a little bit unexpected. So we'll see what we got here. But I have 3 piles for you. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And I did also add some crystals. I did receive a comment from someone saying it might be a little bit easier to pick some of the piles if there were crystals added. So I think I'm going to start doing that as well, maybe switching up the crystals if anybody needs a little extra help in seeing what pile resonates. But go ahead, take a second, see which pile resonates, and we can go ahead and get started. Hi, pile 1. So if you chose the first pile, then this is your reading on what you're known for, the people around you, when they think about you, when they talk about you. What are you known for? So as I said earlier, we're definitely getting a slightly more unique energy here. It's all looking really good. But as with a lot of my readings, I feel like sometimes the energy comes out a little bit unexpected. So we'll kind of just go over what you're known for and then kind of some of the funny little narratives that I'm seeing here. So I see that you're definitely known as someone who a lot of people are thinking about. A lot of people may have feelings for you without you knowing this. With the Page of Swords and the King of Wands as well. You might be slightly known, I don't want to say a heartbreaker, because I feel like you're not actually breaking anyone's hearts. I feel like people's hearts are breaking just over you. So this could be people who don't express their feelings, or who are too afraid or intimidated to say something to you. And people know that there are people who feel kind of either left out in the cold, or just kind of feeling brokenhearted over their feelings for you, especially if they haven't expressed them. This might be because either some of you are in a relationship, some people might think you're in a relationship. What you're known for being extremely abundant and extremely blessed here. Someone very successful, someone very blessed by the divine, someone very attractive. I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles, you're someone who's known as being very reliable, being very steady. Yeah, especially with the Ten of Pentacles. This is kind of interesting. So with the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles, you're known for being very steady, very reliable. You work at a steady, solid pace here, but you're also known as someone who's always getting kind of lucky breaks or lucky opportunities. This is just what people perceive from their outside perspective. I'm gonna be honest, pile 1, you might also be known as someone who has a lot of people who are kind of in their feelings about you, even outside of a romantic or intimate sense, but people who maybe are a little bit intimidated by you, jealous by you. You're known as somebody who really, oh my gosh, so you do kind of get people riled up in a really subtle way. With this 8 of Swords and the Ace of Cups in reverse. And the 6 of Wands. I don't know what kind of setting this is. I don't know what kind of context this is, pile 1. But there are people, I'm going to be honest, with this Ace of Cups in reverse and the Death. Okay, there are definitely people in this situation maybe who felt like they were number 1, first choice, and then you showed up. Once again, this is how other people see you. This is what you're known for by other people. So I don't even know if you know that this is going on. I want to get some clarifiers because we have the Ace of Cups in reverse and then the Ace of Pentacles. You might be known as someone who's just chosen over others for, especially with the Ten of Pentacles, opportunities, love. This really could even just be your achievements, your success here. You're seen as someone very, very successful, very victorious, someone who's very talented where a lot of things come naturally to you. I have to be honest, I don't know if people know too much about you. This could be true, this could be not. But you're also known for possibly coming from a well-off family. If that's part of your story as well too, people also see you as someone who's loved by your family, you're very well taken care of. But at the same time, with the Knight of Pentacles, you're also known as being a hard worker. So for some of you, people know you as someone who's kind of naturally blessed. I am hearing silver spoon, I have to be honest. But at the same time, you're also a very passionate person, a very hardworking person, a very confident person. You're someone who people know that they have to, I don't know what happened here, but people also know too that you're not afraid to withhold your love or to, I'm hearing like rescind an offer. For some of you, people around you have seen you extend love to people and then take it back because of changing circumstances. Not in any like really big way. I just feel like you kind of quietly will draw back from people if needed. But at the same time, they see that it's not just like a general thing. So if people treat you with love and respect, you'll return it. But if people don't, you have no problem kind of cutting them off. This causes a big transformation for people who experience this with you. You're also really good at getting people caught in your head. I'm going to be honest, pal, when people know you as someone who makes people insecure. But like, not everyone insecure, just people who are like not on your good side. But it's not giving me this energy of like, you're on my bad side. It's more just like a very subtle, like, people just know when they're on your bad side, even if you don't say it. But at the same time, the people that are on your good side, and I feel like this is most people, really enjoy being on your good side. It feels very reasonable. People feel like you're a very reasonable person in whatever you decide to do and whatever decisions you make. 3 of Cups. People love being on your good side. People love spending time with you. You're known as a good time. You're known as someone fun. You're also known as someone very attractive that I think a lot of people will like an opportunity with. Wheel of Fortune, very lucky, very powerful. You also, even though with this Knight of Pentacles, oh my gosh, okay. So now we're starting to get this more complicated story that's coming out. Especially with the Ace of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. So you're known as somebody who puts in time, puts in effort. You work, I'm getting slow and steady. So for some of you, you're not known as somebody who rushes a process, but at the same time, even though you're going at like a steady kind of, even sometimes slower pace, you seem to make much more progress compared to the amount of work that people see you doing. I hope that makes sense. So you could be going at the same pace as everyone else, but you're achieving twice as much, twice as fast. Wow. Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Swords, and the Emperor here. Oh my gosh, this is kind of wild. Okay, so you know how I was talking about earlier when people get on your bad side? And I'm getting like, I have all these aces here and the Emperor. If some of you like have spiritual beliefs, spiritual practices, some of you are close to God and people know that. People also know that like God is very much on your side as well too. And he will definitely like upend things for people who get on your bad side. But once again, I feel like people only get on your bad side like for a good reason. You're not known as someone with a lot of enemies. You're known as someone with a lot of friends. You're known as someone who a lot of people like, who a lot of people get along with. Let me see this 5 of Swords because, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, pile 1. The Moon. Queen of Wands. 3 of Swords. Whoa, Queen of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. Whoa, 10 of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to tap into whoever this 8 of Swords energy is, because at this point I'm getting like 90 to 95% of the people around you. I feel like you get along with people, things are good, like the people who are in your life, people really like you. They feel like you're very stable, very loving, very hardworking, very talented, like people like being around you. But there's like 1 or 2 people who, for whatever reason, you've decided to kind of pull your love back from these people. These people know it, they feel the cold. I don't know who these people are, who they thought you were. You may kind of project this image with that 3 of Cups of being in that Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you don't show your hand right away. So I feel like when people first meet you, when people first get to know you, I think they see you maybe as like a younger energy, a softer energy. I feel like you're still soft, but people really, really underestimate you. Even though they think you have a lot of nice qualities, they don't see you as this emperor right off the bat. I feel like you don't project that. Like, I don't feel like you walk into the room in like a power suit. You know, I feel like you're nice. I feel like you're friendly. But the people who feel like they're on your bad side now, I'm definitely getting a lot of intimidation here. So this is how these people know you. This is what you're known for from them. They know you as someone, I'm not gonna, why did I hear the word bamboozled? Someone who's now on your bad side, and once again, I think because you are slightly, you're very subtle. I don't feel like you go around telling people who's on your good side and who's on your bad side. People kind of just know. But I feel like you're still respectful, you're still nice. So nobody really feels bad for the people who are on your bad side. They're just like, they must have done something. Because I have a great relationship with Pile 1 and we're doing great. Like, I love being around Pile 1. Like, they're really nice. The one or two people who feel like they're on your bad side, who feel like this cup of love for them was dumped out or emptied out, they feel like... I accidentally said the 10 of Cups when we got the 10 of Swords. They feel like you are a lot more elevated internally than you show to other people. They feel like you hide your true self, but it's not even like a bad self. I feel like the image that you have to most people is, you know, someone stable, someone talented, someone who a lot of people love, someone who a lot of people find attractive. But who you are on the inside, it's almost like you enjoy a challenge. Okay, I'm channeling. This is really specific. If some of you have someone who, like maybe one or two people who know that they're not really in your good graces right now, but you're still getting along with other people, things are going well for you. They feel like, you know, I'm hearing the saying like a tiger doesn't change its spots. Especially if these people haven't known you for like a really, really long time or haven't known you your whole life. This person might even think like you enjoy kind of conflict, if that makes sense. But not with everyone. It's like you don't like conflict necessarily, but if you find someone who you kind of set your sights on, you have no problem slowly but surely doing this. This is like really kind of intense energy all of a sudden. I don't know who this person is. I feel like they're not going, like things are not going very well for them at this time, and I feel like things are going quite well for you. So they might be projecting a little bit. So for this person, you're known as someone who doesn't like to have a lot of enemies, but you don't mind having one or two enemies. This is strange. Wow. It's like this is who you are in general, but like this King of Swords, okay, weird. The King of Swords needs to be fed. I don't know who this person is. This person might like fantasy books or something. I don't know. Like they feel like there's like a warrior inside you that needs... You need someone to keep your sword sharp. This is so weird. I don't know who this person is. This could even be like someone who's like in secret competition with you, and because they think you're doing well, that like they feel like... Do you have an enemy about what? I don't know who this person is. They're kind of weird. The Tower, the Five of Pentacles, and the Strength. Like, you've always got to have somebody that you're like doing better than. I feel like this person set themselves up. And I don't feel like this is you intentionally doing this. But there is someone in your life where this is what they know you for. They know you as kind of wrecking, messing up their, whatever they had going on here. Whoa, my door just closed. Spooky. Four of Cups. This, I don't know if you know, if you know what this is, if this resonates, then this is what's going on. If you don't know, but you maybe like suspect, this could just be someone that you're not like against or anything, but you just like don't, you just kind of keep them at arm's length. This person, I don't know if you know this, but I feel like the people around you are very quickly, becoming attached to you. A lot of people like having you around. They enjoy being close with you. They enjoy having you here. They see you as an asset. And if there's someone who you've been keeping at arm's length, people know that you keep this person at arm's length, but the thought process for the people around you is like, they must have a reason for keeping this person at arm's length. I want to keep them at arm's length too. You might not even see how significantly this is happening, but from this person's perspective, the person who's actually experiencing it, you know that saying, there are some people, when you have their attention, when you have their love, it feels like the sun is shining on you. But when they take that love away, you feel the shadow. This person feels like deeply in the shadows. Wow. Oh my gosh. Judgment and the Two of Swords. I keep getting drawn back to that Emperor. Six of Cups. Seven of Swords, the Star. Okay, if you're still listening and this is still resonating, we're just going to tie up what's going on with this specific person. So what you're known for from pretty much everyone around you, once again, successful, hardworking, very talented, very blessed, very naturally talented, great to be around, fun to be around. There is someone, this person could have been here longer than you, more established. This person feels like you are taking their life from under them. Like, but you're not. I feel like you just showed up. I feel like, once again, this person, too, probably wasn't very popular with people to begin with. Whatever reason you had to keep this person at arm's length, I feel like you had a good reason. And I feel like other people don't really love this person for that reason as well, too. Okay, this is super random, but, so I know this is kind of random, but if this is really resonating for you, and you have like a specific situation where this is like your story and you think that there's someone, you know, where you're doing well, you're making friends, you're making connections, you're having success here, and you think somebody kind of feels a little bit displaced by you, this is really reminding me of that movie Black Swan. Like, really, especially with all the projection and kind of the imbalanced energy here. Stop, that's really scary. I just got the Ace of Swords. So if this is your story and you're kind of like trying to figure out, you know, what exactly like is the energy here, you can probably check out that movie Black Swan, and that'll kind of show you that dynamic where you're kind of the Mila Kunis character. Whoever this person is like the Natalie Portman character. Where, especially too, because I was getting that energy of like things coming naturally to you, and people just naturally gravitating towards you, people naturally wanting to be close to you. Anything else for pile one? What are you known for? You're kind of known for being like the Mila Kunis in Black Swan. Like, that's the image I'm getting here. In whatever the situation is. Watch that movie! Watch that movie! Oh my gosh. This is so spooky, you guys. I'm sorry, this is wild. If this is your story, the Lovers, you'll understand why I'm freaking out for this card. And the Seven of Cups. So, all in all, I feel like things are really, really good for you. I think you're known as someone who a lot of people, you know, enjoy being around. A lot of people like getting close to, and you're going to be seeing, if this resonates for you, you're going to be seeing this energy increasing for you. So keep up the good work. But if this really, really hit home for you, there is definitely someone who knows you as like their main competition, and I'm getting an obsession energy here, for sure. This person might even be a little bit confused about their obsession with you, Ten of Cups. But you're known as someone who people just like. Yeah, someone who wants to fight with you because you're the Empress. But they're like fighting with themselves. This person also could be unbalanced. I feel like this person's energy is just coming through really strongly because you play a big part in their story. A part that you're not even really playing, if that makes sense. I feel like you're just out here looking good, succeeding, doing well. But you got a Natalie Portman out there who is keeping a very close eye on you, pile one, and I hope that's like not too spooky for you. But once again, I feel like things are turning out really, really well for you, so just keep out the good work. Don't really worry about this person. I feel like that situation will resolve itself, and people might even know that this person is slightly obsessed with you, but I feel like people kind of understand why. I also see too that people kind of have a protective energy over you, and so does the divine as well too. So I feel like that'll resolve itself. Otherwise, you're looking really good. And I feel like people know you just as someone who's very talented, very good looking, very hardworking, someone who they love to have around. Beautiful. Also, too, with the Nine of Cups, you're just like a lot of fun to be around. If people ever get to go out with you, or if people want to go out with you, they know you really as like the life of the party. Someone just great to have in your circle. So that's what I have for you, pile one. Really exciting and interesting energy. But I do hope that resonated. If it didn't, that's okay. You can go ahead and check out one of the other piles, one of my other videos, or you can book a personal with me. All right, thank you so much, pile one. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, pile two. So if you chose the second pile, then this is your reading on what are you known for, the people around you, the people who know you. What are you known for? So this was a really funny pile because when I laid the cards out, as you can see, if you know what tarot cards mean, I was like, what does this mean? And I split the deck a couple times and I got the full story. And I think that the fact that I was slightly confused, obviously by the energy, is the message. Pile two. You confuse the heck out of people, but not in a bad way. I feel like for some of you, you do this on purpose. So if this is your reading, I feel like you are quite a private person. I feel like you do well. I feel like you project this image where people see you in a positive light, but people do not know what's going on in your life. And I feel like you do that on purpose. And I don't know if you realize this, but if you're intentionally trying to confuse people or like not sharing things about your life, who you are, or just kind of like, I'm almost getting like a sort of like a murder mystery kind of energy. Like you will put things out there and people will like not really understand, but I feel like you do that on purpose. However, I feel like for the people who you're trying to confuse or for the people who you don't want to know the truth about your life, I don't think you realize how effective this really is. With the Moon Queen and the Judgment, you're known as someone who, once again, is quite private, but at the same time, people assume that you have a very, very good reason for being private. You definitely like to mess with people. This is your pile too. I don't think this is going to be for everyone, but you'll know if this is for you. Let's get some more. Because, like, you're a big tower. Even I'm, like, having a hard time reading your energy pile, too. With the Empress. But, like, that's how you're seen. You're seen as someone, you know, who's really got it all together. It's like when people do see you, whatever you do share, like, you look like you're doing really, really well. But at the same time, like, you do not give people more information than you want to give them. Ace of Swords. So powerful. The Chariot. This is crazy. So it's like the cards that I get when I ask like, what are you known for, right? You're known for confusing everybody. But when they actually see you, it's like you look great. You're doing great. Like you're moving forward. I feel like you're the type of person where people like don't know how much money you make, don't know where you live, don't know what you do, don't know who your friends are, don't know who you're dating. But every time they see you, you look like $1 million. You have a firm grip on the people around you psychologically, pile two. I don't know who I'm talking to right now. The Emperor. Whatever you're doing, you're so good at it. Like, and I'm looking at him like holding this orb. This is giving me, once again with that Emperor, it's giving me someone who, whether you know it or not, like you really do have a lot of authority in wherever you are. People have a lot of trust in you. People have a lot of faith in you. But I feel like at this point, they're like, I'm not going to understand their process. I'm not going to know. People know that they cannot get information out of you unless you want to share it. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people have a lot of faith in you. A lot of people have a lot of trust in you. This is getting kind of complicated. With the Emperor, I feel like people see you as someone who has gone through so many battles to get to the point of, I'm getting someone very zen, very successful, that they just know that everything that you do has a purpose. People know, especially too, if you say you're going to do something, you mean it. If you say you're going to achieve something, you will. The people around you, this could be new people. A lot of them are assuming that everything you do is for a reason and because of life experiences. So if you're not sharing everything, if you're not sharing your process, that's for a reason. But they know that if they need to rely on you for something, if they need you for something, if you say you're going to do something, you will do it. So I feel like a lot of people have a lot of confidence and a lot of faith in you. But there's a lot of curiosity because you don't share things that you don't want to share. The Hermit. You move very quickly with that Knight of Wands, the Magician, and the Moon. Exactly. It's like, look at this. So what's interesting is I think for the most part you're in this Hermit energy. When people see you, I think that's what's really confusing people as well too, is like, yes, yeah, oh my gosh. Like, yes, you are this Emperor energy, but I don't even think that like you fully show up looking like that. Like, once again, it's kind of reminding me of Pile 1, or it's not like you like show up in like a power suit or anything like that. But I feel like the things that you do, the things that you accomplish, it's very Emperor energy. It's very sage-like. So I feel like the things that you are able to attain, the things that you're able to show others, the tangible things, you do very, very well. However, the energy you show up in a lot of the time is like a Knight energy, but I feel like you do it on purpose. You do it to throw people off. It's like you don't show all your cards. But then again, at the same time, when they actually like say, like, if somebody meets you for the first time, oh, Pile 2, like, you know, they seem, you know, nice, kind of fresh, you know, a little bit green behind the ears. They might look away, not hear much about you, turn around, and all of a sudden you've started your own business. You've built your own empire. You've increased your finances. You know, if you're working on a project, you might have finished that and 2 more, you know, like, I keep hearing, like, how does Pile 2 do it? King of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Cups. And it's giving me, once again, I got a similar kind of energy in parts of Pile 1. But it's like people think that you kind of hide this Emperor energy a little bit. But once again, I feel like people, it's not like a suspicious energy, so I don't think people are like, oh, they're hiding who they are. I think they just assume that in order to get to the level of success that you're at, you've seen things and you've experienced things that have taught you what to share and what not to share. You know, this Emperor that you are, if you're an Emperor, like, you're not walking around the streets, you know, with anybody. You're staying up in your tower, you're sending envoys, you're sharing what you want to share. I feel like for you, you know that sharing all your cards, sharing everything that you possess, sharing everything that you know, is risky. So I feel like you do what you need to do, you show what you need to show. This is really strongly giving me too. I feel like for the people who've known you for a long time, I think that they know where you've come from, they know what you've been through, and so they just see you as somebody really successful, who they're really proud of. I feel like especially too for like family and friends, if they're still in your good graces, if they're still close with you, they know how you're doing, you know, they get to talk to you. So like they don't mind, you know, say if you're not sharing everything on social media or anything like that, they just see you, they just know you as somebody who's great to have in the family, great to have in the circle, great to have in the group, someone who brings, you know, so many assets, someone who's very successful. But for people who don't know you and for people who only get a very limited amount of information from you, these people are just completely like blown away. I don't even think you realize like how, I'm hearing spectacular like you seem to people who've never met you before or like who don't know you very well. Chariot, you move so fast. Like, you're so good at whatever you do. Ace of Pentacles and the Devil. You're known as someone who is a huge asset. Oh my gosh, let's see what this is. Someone who's like so focused on what they work on. You're known as someone who doesn't share their secrets because you know that people will try to take them. But the thing is, this is what's really throwing people off. Is like, it's not like you're trying to like, you're not like, oh, people are going to steal my ideas. You show up with so much love and so much kindness. It's like people will be like, they'll come to you. There's a lot of people who want your secret. I'm going to be so honest, especially if you're really good at something and you know that you're maybe doing better than others, and you know your process, but other people don't. People will come to you asking you loaded questions to try to get you like your secret, whatever it is. But you're so nice about it, but at the same time not giving them anything. They'll be like, hey, like, pile 2, like, you know, how did you get this? Or how are things going? What did you do? And you're just like, oh yeah, it's good. But like, you're nice about it. There's like a spooky energy here. I don't think you realize like how many people are really fixated on trying to like figure out how you do what you do. The Temperance. You're so balanced. Like, you know. And they kind of know that you know. Pile 2, if this is your pile, like, you really, you know how to, you're very adept at, like, psychologically profiling people, handling people. Like, you just get it. You know how to play the game. And if not, you're learning. Oh my gosh. The star. The sun. This is why some people are kind of spooked. Because, like, so I think this is where we're at right now. As I said, for people who know you, for people who are close to you, I feel like they just see you as somebody who they really love, who they've seen so much growth in. You like are known as someone really successful, you know, really stable, really loving. So I feel like for the people you care about, you're seen so well. But for the people who you keep at a distance, and I feel like you can sit down and write down all the people you know and say, this is a person who's close to me. This is a person I keep at a distance. But like, you would never share that list. But you know who that is for you. And for those people who you keep at a distance, they're a little bit spooked because all they see is how incredibly talented and successful you are, how good you are at what you do. But you show up in this divine, calm, sweet energy. But I feel like on an intuitive level, they're picking up that you're an emperor. It's reminding me, I'm sure you've maybe seen movies where, like, say there is like a ruler who's very nice, who's very loving, but somebody takes that for weakness, tries that person, and then they're like kaput. It's giving me that energy where people like, especially too, if you really project a kind, loving energy, but you're very careful about what you say, you're very careful about what you share. I feel like there's this dichotomy of you being so sweet and so loving, but like people know intuitively because you don't overshare, and they get flashes of it. They get flashes of who you are inside. You're an emperor. But the fact that you don't flaunt it, it's that quiet power. Yeah, you keep it to yourself. You keep it to yourself, right? You show love. You keep your information close to your chest. But if someone decides, okay, you know what? Oh, they're just sweet. They're just nice. Like, whatever. I'm going to try them. They know it's a very bad decision. The spookiest thing about this, though, pile 2. If any of these people who are thinking, like, to try you were to ever ask around and say, like, what would happen, like, if I were to do that? Nobody has an answer. Because I feel like you rely on the divine for recompense. When people try to come for you, when people try to hurt you, like, what would pile 2 do, you know, if I tried to go against them? Pile 2 wouldn't do anything. But you'll just start to see everything shift around you. And you'll know that that was the wrong decision. It's a very elevated energy, and it's hard to define. I'm going to pull these extra cards off and go back to the beginning here. This was such a unique energy. Once again, it's very, very nice. For some of you, I feel like either you're working in a very competitive field, you're doing something where you need to have this Emperor energy in order to succeed. And I feel like you're doing that so well. It doesn't even need to be like a super high up field or anything like that. For some of you as well too, for some of these people who are trying you, there's definitely this speculation that there might be some like sort of magical element to you for sure. Pile 2. For the people who don't know you, for the people who don't have insight into your life, you are known as someone who, if they just have a thought to go against you, it's already too late. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what happened. But I feel like in that specific scenario, for the people who like you, for the people who support you, they don't even notice, like they don't even know. I feel like they're just so distracted by how beautiful and powerful and special, intriguing that you are. So if there's 10 people around you and 9 of them are just like, I love pile 2, they're so amazing, like how do they do what they do? They're just watching you, they're just loving it. If there's one person who's like, I'm gonna go against pile 2, something just happens. And then everyone turns around and goes, oh, where's that person? What happened to them? I don't know. Oh well. Let's just keep admiring pile 2. Let's just keep admiring pile 2. That's all I have for you, pile 2. This was definitely really something. It's not going to be for everybody, but if you feel like this is your story, that's your story. And I do hope that it resonated for you. I do hope it was helpful. If it didn't, that's okay. You can check out one of the other piles, one of my other videos, or you can book a personal with me. Once again, I feel like you're just known as somebody who so many people love being in your light. They love being in the warmth of being close to you. I think that a lot of people are just like, I'll just take whatever I can get from pile 2. But for the people who try to overstep your boundaries, they'll regret doing that later. So that's what I have for you, pile 2. Thank you again. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you. Hi, pile 3. So if you chose the 3rd pile, then this is your reading on what are you known for, the people around you, the people who know you. What are you known for? So really, really nice energy here, but kind of a funny and unexpected energy, just like the other piles today. Today's reading has been really unique and special, and I'm sure yours will be as well. So the Ten of Wands, the Empress, Page of Swords, and the Three of Cups. So I feel like you're known as someone who is really, really capable. Like, I feel like you're just able to do everything. From others' perspective, you're able to do so many different things with ease. I feel like you're seen as someone who's an incredible manifester, someone who's very talented, but you have like this light energy to you no matter what you're going through. I have to be honest too, with this Three of Cups, the Sun, and the Five of Wands, this is kind of giving me the energy of whatever you've been doing, whatever people know you for. I feel like you've been doing it so well for long enough that people feel like the things that you do just come to you easy. But you also don't mind conflict. And we're definitely going to get into that Five of Wands, the Sun, and the Three of Cups. Because it's giving me... why? I was watching a Viking show recently. And it's kind of giving me that energy of someone who just kind of likes to fight. But not like... I mean, for some of you, physically fight. But it's not giving me that for everybody. I think for some of you, once again, you're just doing your thing. You're working hard. You're succeeding. You're achieving. I feel like you like to have fun. I feel like you have like a good connection with other people. People like to be around you. You're known for being a good time. However, I feel like sometimes people do try you. But you seem like the kind of person who enjoys it a little bit. Even if you don't feel that way, that's what you're known for, as someone who, with the Fool and the Five of Wands, who kind of likes a challenge and who isn't afraid. I feel like there are people who maybe have tried you and were not expecting that energy from you, because you have this very serene, beautiful, elevated Empress energy. Yeah, with the Empress and the Page of Swords, there are people who were watching you. Oh, I'm getting this story. Okay, pile 3. So this is like specific. This could be one person or multiple people. I feel like there were some people who were watching you in a Page of Swords energies, watching you, observing you, definitely some jealous energy. They saw you as someone very attractive, very talented, very elevated, very accomplished, but you might be someone who has like a lot of things on your plate, or you have like a lot of things that you balance, and so they were like, oh, pile 3 looks like they're trying to do so many things, they look like really busy, let me try them. I don't know why. I'm getting a jealous energy, especially with the Three of Cups, so you could also be someone who a lot of people like. For the people who are watching you, they might know you as someone who a lot of people like, and they're just kind of in a low vibrational energy. And then we get the Magician, the Fool, the Five of Wands, and the Sun. I got a similar energy, I think it was in pile 1, where people know you as somebody, once again, who a lot of people like. You look very attractive, just kind of like a popular person. You're known as a very popular person. And I feel like they thought you might have been like too busy, or, especially if you're well-liked, they might think, oh, this person is so well-liked, like they can't handle when someone doesn't like them, or they might be scared or intimidated. And whoever this person is saw the other side of you that likes to fight. I'm going to be honest, pile 3. This could be a physical fight, or this could just be you, like, not being afraid. However it seemed to them, it looked to you like you were having fun. This could be, subtle digs. This could be actually fighting. This could be arguing. But you seemed like you were enjoying it. What is this? Today's energy has been so interesting, like really unexpected. You're also known as someone very like financially abundant. Wow. Really financially abundant. Hello. With a lot of, and once again, so you might as well be known as somebody who has like a lot of different like income streams or businesses or things that you're working on. It doesn't have to be businesses. Like you could have like a job and a side hustle and hobbies, and you're doing this and that and that and that. So you're definitely known as somebody very, very reliable, very stable, very hardworking. Whoever this person was, like I feel like they just felt like, I'm getting like their life is too perfect. I don't know who this low vibrational sad person is, but especially too because like you also are known as someone who's quite private, so you probably don't share your struggles or the things that you go through. Ace of Wands, you're known as someone very attractive, but I feel, you also might be known as somebody, with the Ten of Wands. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, and the Three of Cups. Pile 3. If people don't know about your relationship status, people definitely could know you as somebody who they don't know for sure, but they feel like you might have like a lot of people that you're talking to, or just a lot of people who want to be with you. But yeah, you might be known as someone who has a lot of options. If you are in a relationship, I do feel like you're seen as someone who's stable and loyal, but you might be seen as somebody who has to fend off a lot of suitors. I don't know what's happened here. Yeah, the Emperor to the Empress. If you're in a relationship, you're known as like being part of kind of like a power couple. You and your partner are kind of seen as like a power couple. People also might, especially too if you're very like financially abundant, people might also assume that like, or know you as someone who has like either like a well-off partner, or someone who would only be with somebody who has a lot of financial abundance. Because I feel like you're really kind of defined here by the amount of abundance that people think you have. Yeah, 3 of Swords in reverse. You just don't seem like a very heartbroken person. You're definitely... Okay. Oh, the Death, the Tower, and the 6 of Pentacles. 10 of Swords, King of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. So... the Queen of Wands in reverse and the 3 of Swords in reverse. Some specific person, some King of Cups. There could have been someone who tried to like hurt you in the past or something. Or like get you out of pocket, get you to act in like a way that you're not. You know what I mean? Just try to change you, try to manipulate you, and it just didn't work. And this person like knows you as like the one that like got away, or you're just like the one because like it just didn't work. I don't know who this person is, or like who cares. Yeah, the Ace of Cups to the 10 of Cups and the Devil. Oh god, sorry, the way that I said that. The Ace of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the Devil. Oh gosh, pile 3. So, I'm gonna say right off the bat, if you have like a kind of a toxic ex that you don't want to hear about, skip this part. But if you're like curious, Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Devil, I don't know who this person is. I don't know if this person talks a lot. I don't know. This person, you're known as the person who this person is obsessed with. Some like toxic person. I feel like this person's probably hurt a lot of people. And especially too, like you're known as the one who got away, who escaped, who's doing better without this person. 9 of Pentacles. You're like, yeah. King of Pentacles. You're also known as someone who's just like not going to entertain someone who's not loyal, who's not stable. Like you just don't care. I really keep feeling like I don't care. Like if you want to be a player, if you want, I don't care. Like just get away from me. Like your energy is kind of sending me, but I feel like it's working well for you. I feel like you're known as someone who looks really good, who's really successful, who seems really happy, who seems really abundant, who's not afraid of a challenge, where things are going really well for you. You're known as someone who's very happy, who's very healed. Yeah, very elevated. 9 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Pile 3. I love you. This is so funny. Pile 3, you're known as someone who loves cutting off people when you need to. Like, you have fun with it. Like, I don't know. 3 of Pentacles. Stop. I'm, like, looking at the face on this card as well, too. This is awesome. This is a nice energy to be known for sure, Pile 3. You're like, let me take my pentacles. Let me get up out of here and go have some more success. Bye. I don't know. Ace of Swords. What else is there to say, Pile 3? I mean, I feel like you're known as someone who a lot of people have respect for. I think the thing too is like sometimes literally you will block people off, you will walk away. So one thing I'll say is this, Pile 3. I feel like this is a nice energy to be in. But sometimes when people are having to cut people off or people are having to heal from a difficult situation, sometimes, you know, they can kind of, you still see the hurt And we all experience hurt. We all experience pain. But I think the fact that you handle it like a champ, like for real. And people just kind of naturally assume, well, if they don't seem that upset by this, it's probably because their life is so nice that they're not worried about not having this person in their life. Like, they see you as the prize because you see yourself as the prize here. Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords with the King of Swords. Like, who is that King of Swords? The Temperance, the Star, and the Three of Wands. You're known as someone who's always looking towards the future. There's more than one masculine energy here, pile 3, so like this King of Swords, he knows you as someone who has left him out in the cold and completely defeated him. I don't know who, you're giving me like someone who just like slays narcissistic energies. Like, that's really... Yeah, people who are just not offering you anything, people who are used to kind of like using other people. There's like so many people on the board too. Like, who are all these masculines who are like, they tried to keep it a secret. The thing I am getting here though is we have the Emperor and we have the Empress. And then we kind of have all these like kings and queens on the board and, you know, various states of disarray. You are known as someone who, I don't know if these are like very successful people. I don't know if these are people just with big egos. You are known as someone who can kind of just beat anyone at their own game. And look good while doing it. But at the same time, too, these could be people who, like, maybe have more or have accomplished more or, like, but you just don't care. But it's, like, working for you. And I feel like as time goes on, you're gonna continue to achieve more, obtain more. I feel like people are starting to see it now. Four of Cups in reverse. Oh, it's not even in reverse, but I said in reverse. Weird. Eight of Cups. Four of Wands. And the Hanged Man. You're known as someone who will reject anything if you want to. Even if you're like, why? You know why. You know why. Eight of Pentacles. You're known as someone who's going to get it on your own. You don't want to be tied to someone who's going to hurt you or treat you badly. You'd rather just get it on your own, and you're known for that. But I feel like people have confidence in you. They have belief in you. Two of Swords. Tower in reverse. There are people, and I'm feeling like it's the people that we're pulling up here, these masculines. You are known as someone who toxic people try to block, try to stop. I don't know what's going on here, pile 3, if this is resonating for you, but they're trying to stop you for a reason. They're trying to block you for a reason. They see you as a tower incoming. They see you as an impending tower. Maybe it's just you succeeding so much that they look like bad in comparison. Why is this? Strength? I mean, because you're strong, but... Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh. Okay. And we're kind of getting back now to the more like spiritual element here. If you succeed, it's going to be very, very bad for some people, and I don't know why. I feel like there are some people who are going through a lot of bad karma because of what they've done to you or what you've had to experience because of them. But you are known as kind of the final frontier before things really change for these negative people. You could even be known as someone who brings karma to people. And I think that's why they try to stop you so much. So this is not going to resonate for everyone, but if this is resonating for you and you feel like a lot of people try to block you, you're known as someone who people try to block because they feel like that will be the end of whatever they've got going on. And this could be like in a personal way. This could be like in a more macro level way. So it could be like, you know, you're a woman, you're a person of color, you're a disabled person, you're a queer person, you know, coming into a certain field and people being like, oh, if they become the CEO, if they become higher than me, that's the end of me. That's the end of them. Or so they think. So you just keep doing you. I feel like you're known as somebody who's going to succeed, but you're also known as someone who some people are afraid of your success. But these are people you don't like anyway. And if anything, them not wanting you to succeed should motivate you to want to succeed even more. And the great news for you is I see a lot of success on the horizon, so keep going, pile 3. That's what I have for you, pile 3. I do hope it resonated. Today's energy was definitely a little bit more like intense, but it's beautiful and I liked it. And I'm really proud of you. And I feel like you're going to be doing really well. I feel like a lot of people really, really love you and admire you. And anybody who doesn't feel that way, you probably feel mutually about them. So you keep doing what you're doing for yourself. Keep moving forward. Once again, I feel like the people who are close to you and who love you really, really love you and admire you and love spending time with you. And there's just a lot of admiration here. So that's what I have for you, pile 3. I do hope it resonated. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.